Well, hello, Cancer. Welcome to your October reading. So let's see what we have for you today. Cancer. Goddess, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. The only thing I'm getting from this, to be honest, is like using your power wisely. I don't know what direction that's going to go in, Cancer, to be honest with you. But we will find out, won't we? Okay. So it's probably about your nurturing abilities or caring abilities and not letting them overtake you. So, being overbearing or thinking like that you know better than anyone else. Something along those lines. If you see me looking up, I am focusing the camera. Sorry, I have two screens. Okay. All right. So we have goblins. And listening. Okay. This is easy. Before you react to anything, before you're like, I know how to fix this, I know what to do, you need to look at the bigger picture. Let me give you an example because it's the first one that comes to mind. So let's say that you are a husband with a wife, okay? And your wife has been very tired or angsty or just having a bad time. And what you do is walk into the room and tell your wife, you need to smile more. That'll make you more happy. It's going to start an argument. Okay. I feel like it's important for you to look at the fine details. Maybe it's because she needs help on housework, or maybe she's tired of taking care of the children and you should give her a day off for fun. Something like that. So it's more about you have this innate power, Cancer, to be loving and caring and nurturing to others. And but it's just about knowing how to do that or what to do for someone instead of assuming that you have the right answer, right? So it's about being more detailed in your attention to things. Okay. So let's see. Because otherwise, it looks like there's a possibility for little things to become bigger things. Okay. All right. So we have crane bag, sacred ocean medicine, declutter, clutter, and choice. And then we have sisterhood, friendship, allies, compatible souls, loyalty, joy, and delight. Yeah. So I'm still getting the same energy, but we'll get into it. And sanctuary, privacy, personal space, respected boundary, and taboos. Yeah. It seems like someone in your life needs some time or a break of some sort. Yeah, it feels to me like you're coming in like, I know the answer, I know how to fix this. But it's like you need to pay attention to someone else's situation first before you make assumptions. Okay, let's see, Cancer. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups, Three of Cups, Death, Hangman, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, Ace of Swords, Seven of Coins, and the Star. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Coins and the Two of Swords. The first thing that I noticed before we even get into this is the doubles. So the Queen and King of Cups. That's it, actually. And then I thought this was a 4, but it's not. So ignore that. The Queen and King of Cups tells me that it definitely is someone that you love or a relationship situation. Okay. So I feel like the bigger picture is you being over nurturing or over caring or presenting yourself like you care, but another person not feeling like you really do, that type of thing. Um, and, but you do. I'm gonna talk about this row in the middle because this is what's standing out to me the most. So I feel like your nonchalantism, I guess, this because I'm feeling this from the other person's perspective. They feel like you're nonchalant about something, or you're not listening thoroughly, or you're not understanding, or you're not feeling where they're coming from. And I feel like that is making you seem like you don't care, right? It's making you seem like you're not listening. It's making you seem very nonchalant about the situation. But what's interesting is with the King of Cups, you really do care. You really do love. You're really trying to fix the situation the best that you can. Your idea right now, Cancer, is to bring everything together. That's what you're looking to do. You're not looking to have an argument. You're not looking to fight about anything. You're like, let's put this together. I mean, like, let's fix this. Let's work on it together. Yeah. So let's go to the overall energy. The 4 of Coins and the 2 of Swords. The best decision that you can make for the energy in this reading is to try a different perspective. Because it looks like you're trying to hold on to roles. Like maybe someone does the dishes and then you don't. Okay. It would be really helpful if you were to help do the dishes. It's like a switch of role, and it's not something that you want to do. It's more like you don't like to do the dishes. That's why the other person does the dishes. But it would help if you would just sacrifice yourself for a second and do the dishes. I'm using this as an example, very broad example. But it pretty much is like you're holding on to some sort of way. And leaning on that is this is what always is done, or this is what we always do. But not noticing that there needs to be some sort of change or like a shift. Okay. It's like there needs to be a decision made to change those things or to change something. And by changing something, you actually hold on to something. Okay. So I feel like you're seeing, I'm going to say this in general. I don't know why I'm getting this in general for you, Cancer. But this doesn't seem, October, it feels like you're walking into October thinking, things are not where I want them to be, or things are not where I thought they would be. Okay. So I feel like you're walking into this energy in October. And because it feels like you're just kind of waiting or hanging around, like you don't really have a focus, I feel like it makes you kind of short, right? So your idea is like, I just want to be happy because things are just kind of here and there. So I just want to be happy. I don't want any issues. I don't like any overstimulation, like I just want things to be the way that they are. The problem is, I feel like there's change going on regardless of how you feel about it, or like change needs to happen. So the key here is to get you to do it in a very emotionally stable way. Um, yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Like a non destructive way. It's like things need to be released and you have to release them. They can't always stay the way that they are. But we'll get into that because I'm a little interested more into what that's talking about. Actually, I'm going to pull some now. Nine of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Clearly that says that you need to lay down the defensiveness. It's like being on the defense to keep everything happy, but needing to be on the offense. Because what you're seeing as something disruptive or angry or a partner just having an attitude really is something that needs to be discussed or talked about. Because the Eight of Pentacles goes into details. So there's details into it. Yeah, overall, it looks like an argument, but there's something deeper than that. And once you touch on what that is, you won't have to come back. Yeah. See? 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups, you won't have to come back here again. You know what I mean? It's like now you'll know as long as you stay consistent. Happy wife, happy life. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's get into this some more. You're waiting on something, some sort of answer, some sort of indication. And this feels like work or goal oriented things. This doesn't feel like a relationship. So it looks like you're waiting on something that you feel will make you happy or whole, like a job or some sort of business proposition. It's like you're waiting on this to take place for you. Yeah, and it's weird. It's weird because there's nothing you can do to speed up the process. And there's this feeling of like, I'm not going to get it, or I did all of this for nothing type of feeling. But it's not true. I'm going to tell you this because the star is here, is the process is coming together. You're in the process of it coming together. It's not here yet. You need to keep faith. You need to control your emotions when it comes to this situation. Yeah, it's like I'm just getting respect the process. Everything has its due time and its process, and you have to respect the process. It's coming. It's just not in your time. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Briefly, I see a significant other spending more time with friends or wanting to spend more time with friends. And it has something to do with them being sad. It's like needing to spend time away, not just from you, but away because of just life in general. I'm going to say it's like a refuel because that's what it feels like to me. How this impacts you, Cancer, is it feels like a change. You don't like that change. And it kind of feels like, is it me? Am I the reason this person wants to get away? But it's not. It's just that they need some time alone. Yeah. So they may be doing it a lot or talking to friends a lot. So for those of you who have friends that are dating or in a relationship with a Cancer, you're going to notice they get a little bit more clingy. Okay. Because I feel like that's what their focus is right now. Like their focus is like being around friends and having a good time. Yeah. You need to have faith that you'll get this job. I feel like you're starting to lose faith and feeling like it was a mistake or um a waste of time, but it wasn't. It's just you being in your emotions right now. I want to talk about your emotions real quick, Cancer, because there's a big thing about your emotions here. Okay. Now, I want to touch upon when things are out of whack, because I feel like in the beginning of October things just felt out of whack to you, um, and you are going to get into your head, and by getting into your head, that's kind of what triggers all these other little issues, because they're really tiny issues. Okay. So you need to get out of your head and be a little bit more in control and clear thinking and getting straight answers. And this is not badgering. This is not like forcing. This is more like being clear on the facts and taking all that emotional energy out of it. Okay. So let me get overall message. Oops, sorry if you heard that. I hit the microphone. Okay. I hope y'all like my microphone. I love this microphone, and I think it's doing a good job. But we'll see, won't we, when I post these videos. Tree. Shears. Yeah. The biggest thing in this energy, Cancer, is that what once was steady is now changing. Okay. And it's for the better. It's for the better. It's like things have to come full circle, or something has to happen to complete a process. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, things are changing. Yeah, it may be uncomfortable to you, but it's all for the better. It's to create some sort of balance, right? So it's like having a issue or a struggle or a challenge that actually creates balance in the long run. But you have to look at it and see it that way and not see it as something negative or something bad, you know? All right. Well, Cancer, I love you. I'll see you for your second reading, okay? Bye-bye.